I handed my 6-year-old Lucas to my ex and her new husband outside Disneyland and told myself to breathe. Cassandra flashed her influencer smile. Victor adjusted a polo so crisp it could slice fruit. Real fathers know how to handle days. Like this, he said. Make sure he eats real food, I answered. Lucas waved. Bye, Daddy. I'm going to meet Spider-Man. I watched the crowd swallow them and drove home trying to convince myself I was being paranoid. The call at 2:31 p.m., an unknown 714 number rang. Mr. Turner, this is Jennifer from Disneyland Guest Services. Your son is at our Lost Children's Center. He's safe. He's asking for you. She put him on. Lucas's voice shook. Daddy, they left me. I was looking at Spider-Man things, and when I turned around, they were gone. I was already in the car. On the way, I called Cassandra. We didn't notice, she laughed. We're at South Coast Plaza. Victor needed shirts. Lucas probably wandered off. Kids do that. Staff is trained. Victor chimed in. My kids, don't get lost. Real parents keep track. I hung up before I said something I couldn't unsay. Lost and Found Security walked me to the center. Through the glass, I saw Lucas, tiny in a too-big chair, clutching a juice. He sprinted into my arms and shook until he didn't. A cast member named John showed me the footage. Lucas studying web shooters. Cassandra and Victor glance at each other, then stroll out. No head count, no call of his name. Just gone. We'll document everything, John said. If you pursue this, we'll cooperate. The patriarch, that night Cassandra's father, Richard Monroe, old money, no nonsense, called, Bring Lucas, now. When a man like Richard says now, you go. Lucas got ice cream with the housekeeper. I told Richard everything, the call, the footage, the phone conversation where they laughed. He stared out at his manicured lawn a long time. Call them, he said. Tell them to come here, 30 minutes. They arrived at 28. Daniel, Cassandra's brother, slipped in behind them and sat quietly. I've seen the footage, Richard said. You walked away from my grandson. When Marcus called, you laughed. Cassandra opened her mouth. Richard didn't let her. You are no longer my daughter. You're cut out of my will. Effective Monday, every asset that would have gone to you goes to Lucas, with Marcus as trustee. Victor sputtered. Richard didn't blink. And you, don't step foot in this house again. Fallout by Monday, the story was everywhere. Someone leaked the video stills and my accidental recording of the call. A gossip blog ran the headline, Charity Queen Abandons Son at Disneyland. Local news followed. Cassandra's perfect family day of blessed Instagram post, time-stamped 3 hours after Lucas was found, did the rest. Comments turned into a public pillory. Her brand deals evaporated. Victor's real estate firm bled clients. The country club suggested a break. Richard rewrote his will. Daniel kept his distance. Maria, the housekeeper, brought Lucas cupcakes. I filed to modify custody with the Disney report and audio attached. The judge didn't need much convincing. Visits on Cassandra's time became supervised. Repair work. The hardest part wasn't the legal cleanup. It was bedtime. For weeks, Lucas patted down the hall at night, clutching Spider-Man. I just wanted to make sure you're still here. We saw Dr. Sarah Chun, a child therapist who explained what I already knew in my bones. This was a betrayal of trust. He'll heal, but he'll need consistency. So we got consistent. Taco Tuesdays, Saturday park runs, 2 sessions a week with Dr. Chun. When he panicked if I was 5 minutes late, I learned to be 4 minutes early. When nightmares came, I made space in my bed and in his head. Richard showed up too, not as a wallet, but as a grandfather. He came to school shows, taught Lucas baseball scorekeeping, and hosted Spaghetti Tuesdays. On his money, but really on his time, I moved us out of the cramped apartment into a small house with a backyard and a blue bedroom Lucas picked and helped paint. 6 months in, Dr. Chun spaced appointments. He's developing secure attachment again, He believes you'll be there. A year later, our mornings felt normal. Cartoons, too much peanut butter sandwiches, Avengers backpack roll call. Flowers for Grandpa's garden? Lucas asked one Tuesday. His roses need friends. That's what healing looked like. A kid planning to bring flowers, not checking the door every 5 minutes. Where they landed through Daniel. I heard the rest. Cassandra and Victor downsized to a forgettable apartment inland. The followers and invitations dried up. The apology tours didn't land. I tried to feel sorry. Mostly I felt done. Lucas stopped asking about them. Children have clean lines. For people who leave. The promise on my office wall, I framed a line Dr. Chun gave us. Protecting those we love requires courage. Courage builds a new dawn. It wasn't the big showdowns that built ours. It was packing the same lunch, keeping the same pickup time, and saying the same thing every night. I'm here, buddy. I'm not going anywhere. Cross your heart? Cross my heart and hope to fly, he says now, grinning. We still pass the Disneyland exit sometimes. Lucas points. That's where the good guys helped me find you. He's right. They did, and I won't forget it.